Listen closely if your SaaS business who's looking to run Facebook ads or is already running some kind of ads and it seems like something is not working out. When I made this video just for you so you can understand what are 7 of the biggest mistakes a SaaS business does with Facebook ads and how you can overcome them to get to your goal. And also by the end of this video, I included 3 more mistakes that I see all SaaS business owners make all the time. So stick until the end of this video to see them. Now, for those who don't know me, my name is Nichita and I help SaaS businesses grow online by getting more users every single day. Without any more introduction, let's get straight to this video. Now, there's some mistakes that I've seen and encountered for the last couple of months within SaaS industry, and here we are. So the first mistake is following: not knowing your unit economics. Look, it's great to start ads, and you can do however you want it, however please it, wherever the budget you have. But if you don't know fundamentally how much a client is worth to you or how much a customer is worth to you, well, you wouldn't even understand how much to daily spend your budget. Because if you try to put a budget that's lower than your cost per action, and cost per action is how much you pay to get one user, well, then fundamentally it's gonna take you forever to get those customers. So you have to really understand what are your unit economics. Usually how I do it, I have a Google spreadsheet where I put this is amount of how much one customer is worth to me, this is the cost of goods sold, or these are the costs that I have with my product. These are fixed variables, these are not fixed ones, so they depend on if I have more users, I'm gonna have more expenses, and so on. You really have to nail this down and you have to be extremely proficient with who is your customer and how much is worth to you. The next one is not knowing how much to spend a day. What can you see? Not knowing how much a customer is worth to you, you actually don't know how much to spend a day. And ideally, you want to spend one cost per action as a daily budget. So, as an example, if I spend $25 to acquire one client and I want to get one client a day, then I should not spend less than one client a day, which is $25. Same with you. If you're having, let's say, a $50, $100 cost per action, and it takes you $100 to get one client, you should not spend less than $100. Because if you spend less than $100, it's gonna take you fundamentally 2 to 3 days or even 1 week to get one customer. And we usually define our success on a weekly basis. So in your case, if you had to spend less than that, just imagine it would take you forever to get one user and it would take you forever to read the data. And data is your friend, not your enemy. So if you cannot read your data, it's going to be harder for you to understand if what you're doing is working or not working. That's why spend one CPA a day as a daily budget. Now, moving on, following the old method, one winning ad and one testing campaign. Look, I understand if you're starting out, you might not be the best with advertising or with marketing or with paid ads in general. And for you, you just go on Reddit or on Facebook or you look on YouTube and you're trying to find how to set your campaign structure for Facebook. And someone's saying to you, well, have one testing campaign. And then after you test everything in one campaign, just move to one winning campaign. No, don't listen to them. This is wrong. This used to work in 2018, 2017. It's been almost a decade since then. This just don't work anymore. Why? Well, first of all, the machine changed and now it's more creative based. So it's not about the technicality, but it's about creativity. Second of all, the campaigns literally don't talk to each other. They would be like strangers, not like family. Just think about it. If you have one testing campaign and you test everything there and you move it to one win campaign, you fundamentally take all the data that one campaign did within its own data points that it had to put in another one, which had no previous data from the same ads you ran for. The chance of you even finding an ad that's winning one and putting in winning campaign, it might flop. And the chances are pretty high that it may flop. So my recommendation is just have all in one campaign. Yes, have the scaling, the testing, the winning, the prospecting campaign in general, have it in one campaign. You test there, and then you also have the winning concepts there. Now, moving to the next one, which is having a proof business model, product market fit. I understand. I've seen people spending $15,000 in the first 3 months of them starting out with SaaS businesses, with SaaS industry. They feel like, oh yeah, my product is amazing. Everyone's gonna buy. It's gonna be super pooper, and we're just gonna be wealthy. We're just gonna be rich. We're gonna have all of these customers. They're gonna pay us that much amount of money. I'm loaded. The reality is, if you don't even know if your product is needed in the market and you start bombarding your account or your Facebook account with ads, but you don't even know how they're fundamentally made. And let's say even if you have success, but because your business model it's not proven and you don't know if people want it or not, well, you're just gonna be like someone who just lost $50,000 in 3 months. You need to have product market fit. You need to understand if a product is suitable for people. How you do it? Simply reach out to people, go for referral, ask your friends, ask your acquaintances, ask your partners. Hey, look, I have this product. I need to test to see if people like it. Can you spread the word? I'm gonna give you this free trial, and maybe after that you can buy something like this. Just give it 90 days and let people tell you what's good or what's wrong. Get the most common mistake, improve based on it. Because maybe your business model is almost done, it's almost perfect, but because you just need some small tweaks, people might not buy from you. And you're gonna end up like with a friend of mine who spent $50,000 in 3 months on ads, but because his business model was not proficient and it was not good enough, he lost all of his money. And this moves us to the fifth reason and the fifth mistake that I see business owners do with Facebook ads: victimizing yourself. Look, I'm only a technical founder. I get it. Everyone is only something. You cannot be good at everything, especially when you're starting out and you're a startup. Or if you're in your 6 figures going to 7 figures. I'm not the best at everything. There are some skills that I really know how to do them, like Facebook advertising, and I'm feeling extremely confident. And there's some skills that I'm lacking. But if the skills that I'm lacking, they are directly responsible for my income, I have to improve them. So if you're a technical founder and you're victimizing yourself saying, hey, but I'm only a technical founder, I need a marketing founder, something like this, you're wrong. You do not have this blessing to victimizing yourself because your product is spending money every day or your service is spending money every day. You have to find a way to get more people. Advertising is a great way to get more people. Through Facebook ads, you can get hundreds of thousands of people, but you just need to know how to do it. Invest in yourself. If you're a technical founder and you're spending 6-8 hours a day just coding or stuff like this, just spend 2 hours a day to learn how to do ads. Wake up at 5 a.m. From 5 to 7, learn how to do ads. From 7 till 7 p.m., do coding. And then someone is gonna take a bit of time, but you're gonna learn how to do it. And even if you're deciding to get an agency or if you're deciding to get a partner, by the time they start doing ads, you are gonna know how all of this works. What's better than knowing that your money, your budget is going in the right hands and you know it's gonna work out? So don't victimize yourself. Start acting on what you have. And this moves us to the second one, which is not having backend optimization. I'm working with a client right now, and they're also SaaS. And let me tell you this: we're doing great. We're smashing with ads, to be honest. We're doing so good. We've never had this kind of results since we started working with us in the last couple of months. The problem is backend optimization. Their email marketing is not good. Their CRO, it's not good. And just because their conversion rate needs to be optimized and their email marketing needs to be optimized, it is directly affected into the ads because the cost per action, which I was talking about earlier, it's a bit higher than usual. We can get a 20-30% less cost per action, but because there are not enough reminders in the email marketing, or with zero, there is not enough optimization, the client is losing. And that's why we're working right now to improve that. And that's what you have to understand. You have to you have to look over your metrics and your KPIs and what you want to achieve. How many users you want to achieve a day. Just do reverse engineering. Let's say you want to achieve 100 users a day, and you're thinking, okay, but if I want to achieve 100 users a day, I need to have a conversion rate of 10%, and let's say something like this. So from 1,000 people that sign up for a product or start a free trial every day, 10% have to become paid customers. Well, if you want to do that, then you have to figure out how much you have to spend a day to get those 1,000 people, and that's how you do it. Now, moving to the next one, which is the last from our common 7 mistakes, is poor targeting and weak message. This probably I should have put it the first one. Poor targeting, I think this gets everyone. It used to be different in the old days with advertising. You used to put interest targeting or exclusions or stuff like this, and you would have been golden. You would have all you wanted. Now it changed since 2019, 2021. especially since 2023. It's all about broad targeting and creative broad targeting. You don't have to be a media buyer nowadays. You just have to have good creatives, good videos, good ideas on how you can create a product and sell it and people to love it. And also, you might have a weak message. Maybe you don't have a great offer. Maybe the offer you're trying to sell to people, you're pitching to people, it's not good enough. How can you figure out? But the best recommendation I would give you is just go to your family, friends, partners, acquaintances, and ask what do you think about offer. Or better, go to strangers outside who have a bit of interest in what you have to sell. Say, look, I'm giving you this for free. Try it. Let me know what you think. Do you like this offer or not? If you say yes, if you say not, test it out, see what works and what doesn't work. And also be cautious, because some people might be egocentric and we're gonna say no so they can get a better deal. So you also have to be cautious about it. And now moving to our three bonus biggest mistakes that I see. Focus on first time order profitability. Now this is also related into SaaS as much as an e-commerce. What I've seen working is people just want to get profitable from the first month. And look, I understand you're spending money every day, every month, and you just want to be profitable. You want to invest this money. But sometimes you just have to understand that it's easier if you just focus on backend profitability. And let me just show you this. Here's exactly one of my unit economics calculators that I use to figure out the KPIs. And if we go at the custom metrics, the average order purchase value for this client is $18. And the first 3 months, the LTV, the lifetime value, is $54. But what you see, we have to have a 0.53 new customer return on ad spend, 3 month break even, new customer return on ad spend to break even. But let's just go down a bit. If you go down in the 12-month LTV, it's already $216. For us to break even for this new customer, we just need 0.28. So it means that if we spend $1, we just need 0.28 cents to get it back to break even. And what does it mean? LTV is your friend, and that's how you understand if something is working or something is not working. That's why if you would just focus on average order value, which is $18, it wouldn't be really that profitable by acquiring this client. But if you just spend on 12-month LTV, you're gonna have 15 times more results. Not spending more money or trying to acquire a different way of a client. You just are patient and you give the customer enough value so they're gonna buy more for the whole year. And by the time you look back, that customer is not $18, it's $200. Don't focus on first time order profitability. Only if you're doing Black Friday or this kind of promotions. I understand that in the moment. But if you want to focus on first time order profitability, try to increase the first time order value. So if it's $18, try to increase a bundle, or something is gonna make it $53, $100 from the first purchase. That's how you're gonna be more profitable. Moving to the next one is lack of proper metric testing. Again, we're going back to this one, which you don't know your unit economics. But it's also about testing. Sometimes people test too many ads at one time. And when I see SaaS businesses do that, I understand why. They've been taught wrongly. They've been taught that they have to test this. We just have to test everything there is possible. But that's simply not true. You don't have to test everything. You have to have a concept, and a concept is your idea that you want to test on the market. Let's say you have 14-day free trial and you're targeting people who never heard about you. Well, you don't have to test 14 days, 13 days, 15 days, 16 days free trial. Just have 14-day free trial, let it run for 1 week, for 2 weeks. See what the data has to tell you. Analyze the data, and you can check my other videos of how I analyze data. And from there, just simply look if it's working or not. If it's working, if your cost per action is good, keep it up, increase the budget. If not, check what you can change, check how you can improve this. Again, I made a video about this a couple of weeks ago, which I'm gonna put down so you can check it out and you can learn how to analyze data to make it easier for you. I'm moving to the last one, which is lack of proper positioning. Look, positioning is everything in the market. If you don't position yourself enough, you're gonna lose. And don't take this from me. Just analyze what Salesforce did 15 years ago when they started, or 10 years ago when they started. They had such a poor positioning they just could not make money in the first couple of years. After they changed their positioning, everything boomed. And there is kind of case studies everywhere, all the time. Same with me. When I first started out, I was broad. I was taking every client. And because of that, I could not position myself better. I didn't have authority and I was losing. I could not figure out in the first couple of years. And then everything changed after I started positioning myself better. What other SaaS companies are doing. Check ClickUp, check Salesforce, check all of these SaaS that are big enough already and have a good success with their company. And you're gonna see their positioning is everything. So here are 7, well, 10 biggest mistakes I see SaaS businesses do when they run Facebook ads or they plan to run Facebook ads. Now, if you'd like to have a partner to help you to create campaigns and to bring you daily customers every single day without losing your budget or without stressing yourself out and everything on autopilot. Now, if you're looking for a partner to help you with running ads and just to grow your company from a marketing perspective and helping you grow and be there and all of this on autopilot so you can get users every single day, paid users without having to stress you out, then click the link below, book a call with me, and let's see how we can help you. And now I'll be honest, that is the sales funnel. I'm going to try to pitch you something. So if you're interested, please go ahead and book a call and I'll see you there. Or if not, check the video of how I analyze data and I'll see you soon.